Okay, welcome to this series of lectures. This first one is going to be about InDesign. We're going to show you the basic setup and kind of plotting of how InDesign works. Think about it very much as if it were Illustrator, in that it's dealing with objects and placing objects and putting different things within there. One of the things to remember about this is it's sort of like, everything in this is sort of like a map. When you start to look at things on a page, it's going to be set up as if it were a map. And things were plotted. For example, if I want to go to Ammon, Idaho, I'm going to look at H8 on the map and it's going to show me where that is. In this case, if I draw a square on here, this square is located at specific points, and it will be located based on this anchor point, this one, this one. These are reference points, and we'll see more about these later. On this box, there are all these reference points, and I can measure based on where this is, where this is, where this is, and so on. Okay? At this point, if we were to measure off of here, what we would do is we would look at our rulers right along here. And we'd have a guideline that shows that this is starting at about 1 7/8, and over here it is at about 2 inches roughly. So the location for this, if we were to do this, our plot is X across this way and Y going this direction. Okay? This box would be located on that reference point at X equals 1 7/8 inches, Y equals 2 inches. And that's how it's located. Now, if we were to measure it off of this point right here, these reference points would change. And now that box would be, instead of being measured at x1 7/8, we'd be at really about x2 7/8 and y2 3/4. And so you can see how that's located. Now, it doesn't matter what the shape is. If you've got a circle, it's still going to draw that box around that and base it on those different reference points. Okay, so one thing to know about or to understand is all of this is based on a series of reference points. All of the locations for everything is all established on this x coordinate across and y coordinate down. Now I'm going to erase this really fast. Let's go ahead and come in here and cover this up really quickly. Object sizes are all based on coordinates and math work as well. For example, if I've got a box that is this size, I have my reference points, of course, going across and down. Okay. Now, on this, I can look at the sizes. For example, if I have this shape right here, first of all, we know where this is plotted based on this. But now my width on this is roughly about 2 1/8 inches, 2 1/4 inches wide by, in this case, about 2 inches tall. And so it would be, our coordinates would be x equals 3.75 or 3 3/4 inches roughly. Y would be 2.75, so y equals 2.75 inches. Then our width would equal about 2 1/4 or 2.25, and our height would equal 2 inches. And so everything in InDesign is based on those coordinates, and all the drawing and all the placement and everything can be very, very precise, because we can establish up to 0.0125 inches. So that would be a 32nd of an inch, I think, or a 64th of an inch. So we can be very, very precise in what we draw and very accurate in it. And that's important when you start to work in documents like this. When you come back, we're going to be looking at another one In this case, we're going to go ahead and get in on the program, and you're going to see some examples of boxes and where they're plotted and some of the options that are available in it. So we'll see you soon.